Oh, you're good.
Oh. Good evening.
Good evening.
The April 24th, 2024 council meeting of the Long Branch City Council will now come to order. Roll call, please.
Mr. Vieira.
I'm here.
Dr. Vogt.
Here.
Mrs. Wittes.
Here.
Dr. Selly is absent. Mr. Dangler.
Here. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Long Branch Mayor, City Council, and Administration are committed to cultivating an environment of mutual trust and respect that values the diversity of our community. We will strive to enhance the quality of life for all who live here by making Long Branch a desirable place in which to live and prosper. We will treat all members of the public with respect and expect the same in return. Madam Clerk?
I hereby certify that this meeting has been published in the newspaper in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act and posted as required by law.
Thank you. The presentation, the Arab American Heritage Month presentation by the Long Branch Public Schools.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council, Marcus Rodriguez, Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for Long Branch Public Schools. Proudly here with our student, Adam Abdelwahid, who is proudly representing the Arab American community of Long Branch. He's a sophomore at Long Branch High School with an interest in finance. So, Mr. Martin, I think he's got an eye on your job in a few years. All right, and with that, Adam is going to read your proclamation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Adam Abdelwahid, and I'm part of class of 2026 at Long Branch High School. Today, I'm here to read a proclamation declaring April as Arab American Heritage Month in the city of Long Branch. Thank you. Whereas, for decades, Arab Americans have made valuable contributions to virtually every aspect of American life, in science, medicine, education, business, culture, and government. And whereas, the works of many talented Arab American artists and writers grace our museums and libraries throughout the United States. And whereas, since the first Arab immigrant came to these shores more than a century ago, men and women of Arab descent have shared with us the rich history and tradition of Arab culture. With pride in their ethnic heritage and with great faith in the principle upon which this country was founded, Arab Americans have added to the strength and diversity of American society. And whereas, Arab Americans occupy positions of leadership and responsibility throughout our system of government, setting a fine example of public service at the local, state, and national level. Arab Americans have also enriched our nation with the quiet power of strong families and close-knit communities. And whereas Arab Americans have helped give us a more profound understanding of rights and responsibilities we have as citizens of a free and prosperous nation. Now therefore be it resolved, in contribution of Arab Americans, the City Council of the City of Long Branch declares April as National Arab American Day in the City of Long Branch. That's it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great job.
Reading and approval of the previous minutes. I need a motion to approve the minutes from the April 10th, 2024 meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Vieira.
Yes.
Dr. Vogt.
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes.
Abstain.
Dr. Selly is absent. Mr. Dangler.
Yes. Consideration of ordinance and public hearing and final considerations, we have none. Ordinance for introductions, we have none. Public portion, resolution, and all general comments. I need a motion to open up the public portion of the meeting for all comments.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. If there's anyone in the audience that has a comment to make, please step to the podium. State your name and address clearly for the record. You will have 5 minutes and may only speak once.
Thank you.
Requesting 1-minute notification, Vincent Lepore, 33 Ocean Terrace, Long Branch. Found out over the last few weeks, Assembly in the state of New Jersey voted on A4161 to raise Board of Education contributions as high as 10% from municipalities and lifting the 2% municipal cap. I forewarned people in this city about these abatements, developer abatements, for 8 years now. You just didn't listen, and now you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for Kushner's 30-year John Pallone Pier Village tax abatement, and you're gonna pay good. Mr. Martin, in response to an Oprah, I received 10 pages of an audit report on Gary Barnett's Pier Village 3 tax abated garage. Mr. Barton, was that the total audit that I received on that Oprah, those 10 pages?
I supplied you with what was supplied to me, yes.
10 pages. Did you proof that audit, Mr. Martin?
I did not.
You did not. There occurs mistakes throughout the audit, particularly of making a balance sheet with blatant errors in construction. The major mistake in construction, the statement of financial position, liabilities and members' equity, which should have followed, was due to affiliates, mortgage term debt, and accounts payable and accrued expenses. The construction was wrong. Another mistake and contradiction in the audit is at one point the audit notes in a misleading manner that condominium unit owners' revenues are the primary source of revenue. Then, further on, the concentration of credit risk states condo owners' revenues only account for 32% of revenues for the period of 6/21/22 to 12/31/22. Did you catch that mistake, Mr. Martin?
I just stated I didn't review it.
You didn't review it. The report furtherly mistakenly claims the accrued interest of $85,851 as both a liability on the balance sheet and as an expense on the income statement. The auditor can't both claim interest as a paid expense on the 2022 income statement and also show it as an accrued expense on the 2023 year-end balance sheet. Mr. Martin, you didn't review the audit, but are you still in agreement with your prior statements that the garage is in fact a separate for-profit enterprise? Or do you agree with City Attorney Raynone's statement that the garage is part of the Lofts condominium residences and as such is not required to pay any property taxes at all? Mr. Martin, will you hold to your prior statement, yes or no?
I think it is a for-profit entity, yes.
It's a for-profit entity. The auditor's statements try to lighten the expectation
1-minute notification.
for the year-end 2022 audit in an attempt to deflect the fact the audit is 15 months after the due date. In conclusion, the audit does not specifically identify who it is being sent to. It's inexcusable that signatures of the CPA and Mr. Barnett are not present, just a stamp of the accounting firm. All Barnett provided was a loose collection of 10 non-numbered pages. The audit is essentially a piece of financial malfeasance. The audit, as a document, has no legal standing. The audit will be posted on West End Long Branch NJ Watchdogs this evening, and the people viewing it should ask themselves if Gary Barnett's Pier Village 3 parking garage should be tax exempt. Should it continue with the John Pallone 30-year tax abatement, which we're all going to be paying for now? It's classic junk government. We'll leave it to the watchdogs to decide tonight, and if there are any accountants out there, I certainly appreciate you jumping on board
5 minutes.
and proofing out the Palone government's junk government.
Yes, sir.
Good evening. Robert Girardi, 309 Highland Avenue, Long Branch, New Jersey. And, excuse me, I'm talking about the last planning board. When I went up there to talk to the gentleman, the lead engineer, chief designer up there.
Robert, could you raise the mic a little bit? I'm sorry.
Here, is that good?
Thank
Okay.
you.
So we good, man? And in there, I saw some, from what he said and what he submitted, I saw some discrepancies. And as I was in the process of talking to him about it, I was cut off and told to talk at another time. Yet, at the beginning of that meeting, I was told that was my time allotted, and I was just kind of confused as to why this happened. You know, I come from a background of, civil engineering. I've written software for this. I've actually gone out, done the surveys, the construction companies. I've done all this work and all this stuff, and I was just trying to put my input in here, yet I was cut off, which I feel was a little slighted. I feel this is very important for me to speak, and I just felt it was a little unprofessional. When I come here, you guys are fine professionally, all that type of stuff, but when I went through that, and I even talked to some of the other people, the neighbors, about the Bruce Springsteen Museum, they all agreed with me, so I was just wondering if you guys had any words about this, why that has happened, because I was a little confused, because I thought I was told to speak, and then I was told not to speak. Any words? Nothing? No?
I don't think any of us were there.
Okay, I don't,
first-
sir, I
the first
believe you were
one.
there.
Yeah, to tell the truth, I don't remember the time that you were cut off. I could have to go back, but we usually give everybody an opportunity to speak.
Well, yeah,
after
I feel
every
like,
professional.
I just wanted to bring it up to you. I feel like it wasn't, and, it was part of my nature. I saw the discrepancy, talked to my neighbors about it, and they agreed, and that's what the gentleman was actually nodding his head in agreement with it, and then, I don't know who it was, but they just said, you can ask those questions later. And I was just kind of confused why that happened. This is, sir, counsel, this is very, I find it very hopeful that you guys have always been very polite, professional to me, and I did not feel that I got the same treatment at the planning board meeting as I do here. I don't know if it's worth anything, but, this is, like I said, I've done all that type of work, so I felt I was quite qualified to do, ask these questions and all that. I don't know if you guys want a review. I am going to take a review of this stuff, of why it happened. I don't know, but anything?
We'll look at it.
We'll look at the tape.
Yeah, we'll look at it. First time I've heard
I
it.
just want going up there, it just bothered me at the time.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
I need a motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
Sorry.
one more.
Oh, okay.
Hello. So I'm Darryl Speaks. I wanted to put a face to the name. So I got an email from Amanda. I know a lot of familiar faces up here. So I was informed that I was appointed for the zoning board and be a part of the green team. So I kind of just took the time out to come here. I actually read the email again, and I thought I was coming here to do the oath and everything, but I see that she said afterward. So I'm just want to put a face to the name. One, second, say thank you to all of you. Third, yes, I want to put my voice in the room. That's that. I went to school for business. I came out a social worker. I don't know how that happened, but I do enjoy, helping others, working in communities, and I'm here to, work alongside all of you and see what I can bring to the city of Long Branch.
Thank you.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Anyone else? I need a motion to close the public portion of the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. Madam Clerk, are there any changes to the list of resolutions?
No changes have been made.
Thank you. We can take the list of resolutions as a consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Mr. Viera?
Yes.
Dr. Vogt?
Yes.
Mrs. Wittes?
Yes.
Dr. Selly is absent. Mr. Dangler?
Yes. Applications, we have none. Miscellaneous business for the good of the order. Councilman Vieira.
Thank you, Council President. I want to thank everybody out for coming out tonight and spend some time with us tonight. Thank you, Chief. Thanks to the Director. And I want to thank Adam for doing a great job with the Arab American. And I also want to send our greatest condolence to Council President Dangler for the loss of his mom. She was a special lady. I got to know her for the last 6 years since we've been together, and she left something in our heart. So that's all I got to say is our condolences with the family.
Councilwoman Vogt.
Thank you.
Thank you, Council President. First of all, Daryl, thank you so much for taking the time to come out here to meet us, for us to meet you. Welcome to the team. Someone who just comes up and says, I look forward to the ways that I can, that you can work with all of us and bring something to Long Branch is just spectacular. So we look forward to working with you. Thank you for coming out tonight. Okay. Certainly, as usual, our student, Adam, for coming up for the proclamation. It's so enjoyable to watch our students up here as they learn public speaking and, represent their heritage. It's just as enjoyable to see the parents and the smile on their face and the pride with their kids. So from our perspective, we get to see that. And of course, Adam did a great job. And for Robert to come up and speak his mind on an experience that he had. All that kind of feedback is important for us to hear, so we appreciate all of you taking the time to come and join us and to share your thoughts with us. And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you. Councilwoman Wittes.
I too would like to thank Adam for speaking this evening and Daryl for coming out and giving up your time to the City of Long Branch. It's truly appreciated. And I too like to give my condolences to Bill Dangler and his family. Your mom will be truly missed.
Thank you.
And thank you everyone for coming out this evening.
Mayor Pallone.
Thank you, Council President. Yes, I want to offer my condolences to your mom as well. I knew her for over 50 years from when I was in middle school. So, and she was a beautiful, wonderful woman. I have just 3 upcoming events that I'd like to mention. The Long Branch Fire and History Museum is open again this Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. Admission is free. Some very interesting exhibits there, including an 1880 Babcock chemical engine that's really quite unique. Other vehicles and equipment that we have on display. That's this Sunday, 1 to 4. The City of Long Branch is bringing back for the 3rd year our youth internship program. It's open to all Long Branch high school and college students. To apply, go to longbranch.org or just call 732-923-2042. It's on the website as well. And finally, the Long Branch Disability Resource Fair is back this year on May 4th from 12 to 3 at 3rd Avenue and Broadway. Join us for a day of community resources, games, barbecue, arts and crafts, and live music. This is open to everybody, and it's in partnership with Motions. Thank you all for being here this evening, and have a great week.
Thank you. I would like to thank everyone for your prayers, for my family, all the texts, the well wishes. Certainly would like to thank the police department once again. The escort to the cemetery and past the house, everything is very special, very much appreciated by the family. And I've always said that Long Branch is a special place because no matter when we are in need, Long Branch as a community comes together and supports one another, no matter what our differences, our relationships with church, our ethnic backgrounds. It don't matter when you're in need, when you have a loss in the family. Long Branch steps up, and they step up big time as always. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I'm very grateful for everything, and again, all of the prayers. And to Darrell, thank you. I could be wrong, but you probably the youngest person in Long Branch that wants to actually be involved and volunteer to help make Long Branch stronger and even better. So thank you for coming out this evening. And with that being said, God bless you all. And I need a motion to close.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Have a good evening. All right.
Yeah.
Head back up.